In a bustling world filled with noise, conversations, and constant connectivity, the true power of silence is often overlooked. However, throughout history, some of the most influential and successful individuals have mastered the art of keeping silent. Their wisdom lies not only in the words they choose to speak, but also in the words they choose to withhold. The story of Arjun, a young man from a small village, beautifully illustrates how speaking less can lead to greater success. Arjun is always known for his gentle attitude. Unlike others his age, he never raises his voice or interrupts during conversations. Classmates often mistake his silence for shyness or lack of confidence. But Arjun understands what they do not. When you are silent, you observe more, learn more, and speak words that have more impact. While others rush to answer questions and share opinions, Arjun listens carefully and pays attention to every detail. One day, the village chiefs announced a contest. The winner would become the apprentice of the wisest sage in the region, a person famous for the ability to solve any problem. The challenge was simple but profound. The contestants would spend a day with the sage who would decide which of them possessed the qualities of a true learner. On the day of the competition, the other contestants talked enthusiastically, each trying to impress the sage with their knowledge and intelligence. They argued, debated, and excitedly shared ideas. However, Arjun chose a different approach. He greeted the sage with respect and then quietly observed the world around him. He noticed how the sage tended the garden, how he listened to the birds, and his patience in answering questions. When the last sage spoke to Arjun, he asked, "Why are you silent when others are speaking?" Arjun replied, "I believe that in silence I can listen and understand more. Speaking less helps me choose my words carefully and learn from those wiser than me." The sage smiled, recognizing the depth in Arjun's wisdom. At the end of the day, the wise man announced his decision. He chose Arjun as his disciple, explaining, "True wisdom does not lie in speaking the most, but in knowing when to listen and when to speak. Those who are silent are often the ones who understand the world the best." Arjun's story teaches us many important lessons. First, silence is not emptiness. It is a space for growth and understanding. When we are silent, we can observe our surroundings, notice subtle details, and gain insights that others might miss. Second, speaking little does not mean knowing little. It means having the discipline to wait for the right moment, to consider your words, and to make your voice valuable when it matters most. In everyday life, the art of being quiet can help you build deeper relationships. By listening carefully to others, you show respect and empathy. People are drawn to those who listen more than they speak, because it makes them feel valued and understood. In the workplace, leaders who practice the power of silence often make better decisions, as they gather more information before acting. To master the art of being quiet, start by practicing active listening. Focus on what others are saying without planning your response. Take time to reflect before you speak and ask questions that encourage others to share. Over time, you will find that your words carry more weight and your actions become more effective. Remember, true success is not always about being the loudest voice in the room. Sometimes it is the person who sits back, listens, and chooses their words with care who leaves the greatest impact. In the quiet moments, wisdom grows, and the seeds of success are sown.